So these are the questions that I ask to get to know people. The first is, and this one's really simple, what's your story? You really can't know somebody if you don't know their story. And you can't really love someone that you don't know. And so getting to know someone is so simple, but we forget to even do that. And so I'll go, tell me your story, and they'll be like, what part? And I'll say, where were you born? And they will go, Massachusetts. What else you want to know? What happened next? Until they get a good idea that what I really want is like your story from beginning to end. If I'm pressed for time, I'll go, can I get the 20-minute version of your story? But I've found so many gold mines, so many gems from just getting to know people. Sometimes I'm impressed by their testimony. Sometimes everything becomes clear in an instant of what God's doing in their life. Another question I ask is, if Jesus walked in the room and said, I don't care what you do with your life, but I want you to serve me in the place where you're most passionate, what would you do? Where would you work? And so getting that information out of them, sometimes people know that instantly. Other times it's not so clear for them. And so if I run into that issue, I'll try and get them a copy of Destiny Finders. It really helps with stuff like that. It's a 10. I'll also ask, what are your gifts? What are your strengths? And by this point, I generally have a good picture of who a person is. I also make it a point to ask, where are you stuck spiritually? One of the things that I found frequently in ministry is that, a long time ago, is that I would recruit people and put them into positions, and then all of a sudden realize this person has a really big character issue that if I had investigated just a little, I would have found out. And so once I get to know where people are stuck, I'm able to sometimes direct them to places that can help them if they have addictions or whatever. Last question I like to ask is, what is the number one thing God is doing in your life right now? Where's He pushing you to grow? Because I want to leave the conversation by challenging them to take a baby step in that direction. We'll talk more about this in the next video. So now that you know the person, you need to figure out, is this someone I'm just going to ask them if they want to get plugged into the church serving somehow, or is this someone I'm going to enter a mentoring relationship with? And we'll talk about that in the next video.